Most leaders think trust is emotional. It's not. Trust is really behavioral, and that's why it breaks down. I'm Dr. Cliff Freeman of drcliffreeman.com. I am a keynote speaker, author of the book, The Art of Contagious Teamwork and Synergy in Ministry, as well as a coach. Come on in the room, share this with your friends, share this with your followers, put in the chat where you're coming from and where you are. But if you want to know how your team help your team win, if you're a senior leader and you want to know how to help your team win, you want to know how to help your team do better, and all the things, the endeavor that it's doing, this is the place for you, and you are in the right place. All right. So that's what we're talking about it today with teamwork. Why trust breaks down at work and the 5 behaviors that rebuild it. Now, of course, you all know, you see me looking down, you know, I'm looking at my notes because I want to make sure I give you the greatest content. I want to make sure I give you all of it, everything that you need. All right. So welcome again to our first time viewers and our first time friends. Those of you that are here for the very first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, here we go. Why does trust break down? Here it is. Number 1, because without trust, well, why do we need to deal with this? Why do we need to talk about it? Because without trust, communication stalls, and that's when the execution slows down. The key to executing, one of the keys that I teach in executing on your team is to have relational trust. That's one of the things in our core framework. All right. Teams comply publicly, but disengage privately. When your team is complying publicly, everybody knows what they're doing. Everybody acts like they knows what they're doing. But sorry about that. Kick my camera, kick my laptop table. But everybody disengages privately. In other words, they're acting like in front of everybody, they know what's going on. They're aware of what's going on. They're excited about what's going on. But then privately, not so much. All right. That's how you know there's a trust issue. When lack of trust, what happens is it creates hesitation. It creates silence, and it also creates second guessing. You cannot be your number one 100% authentic self if you have an issue with trusting. Okay. If you don't trust the system, you don't trust the process, you don't trust the leader, or as a leader, you don't trust the team, you're going to second guess all of your decisions. And what's going to happen is, instead of just moving to accomplish what you need to accomplish, you're going to second guess every decision that you are trying to or about to make. Is this making sense? All right, let's go into this thing. So that's the why of it all. So here's the thing. When trust breaks, performance always follows. When trust breaks, performance always follows. When people don't trust each other, one of the number one things that happen is their performance begins to fall. The performance begins to drop. The performance begins to droop. Their performance begins to go down, down, down. All right. So understand this, that trust is not chemistry or charisma. Trust is built through predictable leadership behavior, and people trust leaders that they can anticipate. Hear me on that, leader. People trust leaders in that they can anticipate. All right. They don't want leaders that are flaky, wishy-washy, what have you. Yes, you got to make split minute decisions or moment by moment decisions when things happen and things go awry, but that shouldn't be the way things are all the time. All right. So let me give you a couple things on how you can rebuild trust. I'm gonna give you 5 quick things. All right. Listen, I'm gonna give you 5 of them, but I want you to know this. I have no way of giving you everything today. But if you want some more, if you want help implementing these things and other strategies, I can let you know how you can do that. So the first thing is to tell the truth early. We're going to use the word trust, T-R-U-S-T. So if you're writing down, if you're taking notes, write this down. Trust on the left-hand side of your paper, T-R-U-S-T. First T is tell the truth early, because delayed truth feels like betrayal. All right. You ever had somebody not tell you the truth for something or whatever it was? They didn't tell you the truth right away. They kind of delayed telling you. It felt like it really wasn't real. It felt like it really wasn't authentic, right? Because they didn't just say the truth right away. All right. Tell the truth early. That's the first thing you can do as a leader. Second thing you can do as a leader is respond consistently. Mood-based leadership destroys confidence. If you're leading based on your mood, it will destroy the confidence that people have in you. All right. If you're leading from, I'm mad, so I'm leading from a place of anger, or I'm upset, I'm disappointed, I'm leading from a place of disappointment, it will cause your people to lose confidence in you. All right. So tell the truth early, respond consistently. You understand before correcting. That curiosity disarms defensiveness. Okay. If you know what's happening, you know why a thing's happening, you can respond accordingly. You don't want to respond just haphazardly. You don't want to react, rather. You want to respond. All right. Is this making sense? You want to tell the truth early. You want to respond consistently. You want to understand what went on, why it went on, how it went on before you begin to correct it. Now, these are some simple things. If you want more, I'm not even done, but if you want more than just these 5 that I'm gonna give you today, book a call. Go to excuse me, pardon me, drcliffreeman.com, and you can set up a call where we can talk about how we can bring these and other strategies can help strengthen and build your organization to increase your productivity, profits, and performance so you guys can win. The S, show competence publicly. Show competence publicly. Execution earns credibility. Okay, execution. When you execute well, you earn the credibility of your subordinates, of your team members, even of your clients and customers, and even some of your competitors when you execute well. All right. And then finally, the last T, take responsibility visibly. Take responsibility openly. One of the things I talk about in my core framework, the O stands for C.O.R.E. The O stands for ownership. You have to take ownerships, and you have to take ownership. And I help leaders just like you figure out ways and how you can make sure you take ownership so people know you are owning what you did. So you help your people own what they're supposed to do and all the rest. We do that through some training. We do that through some corporate speaking. We even do it in the book, The Art of Contagious Teamwork, which you can grab at drcliffreeman.com. Okay, because accountability builds safety. All right. Trust can be rebuilt, ladies and gentlemen, but only intentionally. You can't build trust haphazardly. You have to build it intentionally. It's not something that you kind of just, we're going to have trust. No, you have to be intentional about building trust in your organization. And leaders must model trust before they can expect it. You got to model what trust looks like before your people can ever expect, before you can ever expect for your people to trust you. Yep, this is not AI. That's why I mess up sometimes, but I lean into it. It's all good. All right. But here, those are 5 quick behaviors that you can begin to use to rebuild trust in your organization. Why trust breaks down at work, and 5 quick behaviors that you can use to rebuild trust in your organization, ministry, team, organization, division, whatever the case is, whatever your context is. These and other strategies I can help you and your team win. I don't know why I'm tongue tied today. Help you and your team win so you increase your productivity, your profits, and your performance, because dysfunction kills all 3 of those. And I'm here to help you. Been doing this for almost 30 years with helping individuals do that very thing. So how can I do it? Go to drcliffreeman.com, drcliffreeman.com, and just click booking and book a call, and let's have a discussion. Let's have a conversation and talk about how we can help your team do better. Why? Because most leaders think trust is emotional. It's not. Trust is behavioral, and it's why it really breaks down. All right. I'm Dr. Cliff Freeman. Thank you for tuning in for today's Teamwork Tuesday. As I always say, teamwork, it's not talent, it's trust. I'll see you soon. Peace.